Greetings, outstanding folks, and welcome back. Jovan with another trumpet video. Another one that's not part of my urban journey, but it's a part of a journey I took when I first got back on the trumpet. It was armature training material. Back when I was in high school and college, I topped out the E above high C because I wasn't exposed to armature training material back in my 5th grade through high school years because I was always trained in a band setting where my range demands weren't that high. And during those years, my top note was E above high C. But you've seen from some other videos, I have a few times managed to fluke double high C. And there's a book I bought from Amazon a few months after I got back on the trumpet because I wanted to develop my embouchure with the goal of letting the air do work and not making the lips do all the work. It still requires training because the lips have muscles. And this book, Full Range Studies for Trumpet by Mark Hendricks. Now one thing about, I bought this from Amazon. The website that's listed on here is no longer an active website. It wasn't when I bought the book. I'm not sure why. I did some research and it turns out that Mark Hendricks was actually a businessman and an author, so he was not a full-time professional trumpet player. But one of the things that I like about this book is that there are 18 exercises with enough variance in the exercises to keep a trumpet player from getting stuck in a rut. And the two of the keys that he has about this book: one, he recommended to only use it a maximum of 3 times a week. At the time I started to use this book, I was also starting to learn the trombone, so I was doing 3 days a week on the trumpet, 3 days a week on the trombone, and Sunday was my rest days from playing at all. And another thing he emphasizes on each of these exercises is rest as much as you play. So if you have, say, 2 measures you play and you have like a break point, rest for 2 measures before going to the next part of the exercise. That's a solid method because if anybody remembers from back in the 70s and 80s, back in the days of the old Soviet when they had the top athletes, especially in weightlifting, all their training was tightly scheduled, which meant even those top athletes had times where they were scheduled that they must rest. That's definitely a good principle for training the muscles in your embouchure. I give a minute to and some of this exercise is long enough where I've used the rest times. If I go too far in it, the rest times will detract from the video, so I'll do mostly excerpts when I go through this book. And I'll be going through the first exercise, just a few measures of it. The first one is basically lip slur exercises with the partials of the different valve positions. Yeah, the rest times takes the horn off the face. It repeats again, back to all 3 valves down, but adding a partial to the sequence. I'll just do the 3 valves down. stopping here just to keep the video short, but it keeps going. At the time I worked on it the first time, I did manage to get to the D above high C, and but I think I was into that exercise for a good 15 minutes before I got to that point. And like I said, it's a good starter. A lot of leg flexibility work in it. Similar to a lot of lip exercises you find in a lot of other training videos. And so, like I said, I found the Hendricks method pretty handy. And it was one where I was halfway through when I first reached my G above high C, and last exercise where I managed to make it to double high C. And at my age, that's not bad. And it's like, it's a good book to add to your armature training arsenal. Thanks for watching. All the best.